No. Welcome back! Yay, they've been gone for a while. Started school this week. Yay, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I might get more views if they're on here.
Yeah.
So what do we do? What do they always say?
Subscribe down below and hit the notification bell. Thank you.
Thank you.
And I hope you enjoy watching this.
Yeah. Thanks. I never say that because I really don't care. Anyways, this is just for fun. These are leave some thumbs up. Yeah.
Like
to the 2 subscribers that I have, right? Do you know how many subscribers? Yeah, I have 2 subscribers. Guess who they are?
Mom.
Mom? No. She won't subscribe. She doesn't want to see how much money I'm spending. Uncle Ian.
Uncle Ian and Uncle Jay.
No, not even Uncle Jay. My best buddy Dan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dan?
Dan.
Seriously?
Seriously, he's
Wow.
awesome. Yeah. Anyways, my mechanical Stig for Subaru. Anyways, so let me take you through the process. Now, it's a good idea to start your kids out young on how to maintain a vehicle properly, because if you raise children to think that there is muffler bearings, and if they think that you need blinker fluid for your super awesome LED HDI blah 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 headlights.
What?
Yeah. I'm not gonna do that. Your crap's gonna turn out like this. Anyway, so let me take you through the process. So as you can see, car's gone. I was gonna post a video. I was gonna do a lot of things, but some things kind of happened and started, building and not being so happy. So I took a video on kind of how to do a valve check and stuff like that. Took the cams off. The cams had looked like bearing material, and at this point I didn't have the oil pan off, and so I was like, well, that's not good. So took it to the machine shop. They said, oh, that's pretty fixable. It's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be. But so they're like, oh, we'll hot tank it. We'll clean the heads off. And then they called me. They're like, hey, Neil, we got an issue. So check this out. Okay. Head number 1, pretty nice, It's, it's seen better days. It's obviously needed to be just fixed up a little bit. Let's go over to head number 2 here. They said, Neil, there's a crack in your head. They said it's not bad. And I just saw that one today. So this whole head is pretty much junk. They pressure tested it. It held a vacuum. They said it wasn't horrible. If you want to put it back in your car, it would be fine for a while. It would eventually fail, especially if you put a little bit more boost to it, if you do other things to it. Do I look good?
Yeah.
Got the one behind me watching it. Yeah, looks good. Anyways, it's gonna eventually fail, and I knew that I wasn't gonna keep this car forever, and I grew up not lying to people and saying that the car is perfectly fine when I knew it's not. So I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna find a used head. I'm gonna put a new one in there, and the turnaround on that, couple different companies, couple different people, couldn't find one. I eventually reached out to a Facebook friend, I guess you could say, and he knew a guy who had one a couple hundred miles away in the state of Alaska. I got a hold of him. He said he had one for a couple $100, which is freaking awesome. And I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna do that. in the meantime, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna, do a quick little video on me staring at me, taking apart my engine. And this is how this mess has been for the last week or so. Yeah, right? I was like, as soon as I took the oil pan off, I mean, this thing hasn't had an oil change in forever. Obviously, one bearing became two. This bearing is dead, that one went with it. That one's dead, that one's dead, and that one's dead. I think what I've read is that I think this is number 3, and in the oil process, this is the last one to get oil. And so that one's always the one that always goes out. And it was my fault for not taking the time because he had the engine out. He said it ran just fine. Here, I guess I'm gonna have a videographer.
Yeah.
Hold the camera right there. Does that work?
Yeah. Oh, your fingers.
Oh. Okay. This is weird now.
It's like, where do I have my hand?
What do I do? I don't know what to do. Anyways, I trusted the kid. I trusted him that everything was fine. All he wanted to do, because the car was wrecked, that he wanted to kind of take it apart, fix everything up, and in the meantime, just do the head gaskets. That's what he told me. Obviously, if you can't hear that knocking, that bearing, you gotta be some kind of special, fill in the blank. Anyways, luckily I didn't pick it up for all that much. I did get my transmission, which I'm hoping that's okay. I'm sure it is. The rear end, I've already drained the fluids. Everything looked fairly decent. So I still have quite a few parts that I could sell. I'm in the process of looking at getting a JDM engine from Japan and putting it in there, and talking to iWire, who's doing my wiring, and what they said that it's possible. I just have to kind of pick my engine and see what my best option is, whether or not to get the one with the AVCS or without. I'm thinking with, because it's a direct plug-in for what I have, and I can turn around and sell my parts that I don't need to the public. And you can't really sell the JDM stuff to anybody because they don't fit. So anyways, that's what we're looking at. So word of warning, raise your kids to check the oil, know how to change the oil, and to pick out the right muffler bearing for their car. My car. Just kidding. They have a lot of learning to do, but anyways. All right, so the process is still going. Got the shirt on, right? Never give up. Never give up. Never surrender. Who says that?
I don't
I
know.
don't know, Tim Allen movie. I can't remember that. Anyways, so it's still a process in the making. I'm not gonna stop. I see it as some money savings, not doing the heads, not doing head gaskets at this time. Eventually, probably in that car, it's gonna happen. So anyways, okay, say goodbye.
Bye.
All right, welcome back to Alaska.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.